everyone, welcome to Nirok India's COVID-19 interview series called COVID Heroes. Through this series, we intend to celebrate the champions who have been helping others during this pandemic in any way possible. Today, we have with us Ms. Varsha Aswani, the founder and managing trustee of Born to Win Research Foundation, who is currently the state president of WICCI Tamil Nadu Social Service Council and also the recipient of many awards, including the Global Humanitarian Award Stars of COVID-19. So, Born to Win is a Chennai based foundation working for the social welfare of people from different walks of life. Thank you, ma'am, for joining with us. I would now
Thank you.
request Ms. Varsha to please introduce herself and tell about the organization and the work you do.
First of all, thank you very much, Vijay. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you, ma'am?
All good. Uh, Born to Win is an organization which initiates and supports various social causes, like Say No to Crackers, He for She, Raise for Rise. Now, during the COVID, we had Feed the Needy, where we have distributed more than 90 tons of provision to the underprivileged and everybody across in Chennai. And our main, actually, our vision and mission is like, no, we want to have a sustainable revenue for destitute women. And I truly believe in reverse mentoring.
We've been reading your foundation is already progressing in initiatives like Say No to Crackers, He for She, etc. What is your main arena of work amid this pandemic?
We wanted to give this, like sustainable revenue to the destitute ladies. So initially we were converting old pet shirts into cloth bags. That was one of the initiative where we collected old pet shirts from various hotels, like 5-star hotels like GRT, Savera here in Chennai. So we were collecting pet shirts, and it's very easy to convert a pet shirt into a cloth bag, and it contributes to our society too. So we distributed 1 lakh cloth bag in 1 month for free to local vendors. So which is equal to 20 lakh plastic less. And these destitute, and we paid ₹5 for each stitching for each cloth bag. This was raised by, we gave proposal to many associations and many schools and all that. So they ended up paying the stitching charges. So during the pandemic, when all this stopped, immediately we switched to making cloth masks. So where whole unit was stitching cloth bags, they immediately switched to making cloth masks. And again, we distributed to corporation, and we distributed to, main was we were spreading a lot of awareness. And frankly speaking, anything that you give for free is accepted. Generally. So we made it a point, and we distributed easily about 20 to 30,000 cloth masks.
That's commendable. What helps you to get more volunteers during this time? Is that awareness through social media or some other ways?
First is well-wishers, those who believe in our work. Because last 8 years, we started in 2012. So last 8 years, we have made such a bond with all our well-wishers and all that. So this time, when all our well-wishers were quite free at home, we had about 4 cars with us, right from Innova to the Honda City and all that. So our well-wishers came up with their cars, and they said that, we want to distribute and everything. And we did a drive. We placed provision boxes at various apartments. Chennai has huge apartment, and I myself live in an apartment of 260 flats. So within a week, we could collect 5 tons of provision, because we requested every resident to drop. There was no force. We just requested resident to drop how much ever you want in the provision box. And especially during, because it was COVID, so all the provision and everything was arranged inside our apartment. Those who want to pick up, vegetables and all that. So exactly that time we used to place a provision box. Whoever used to go to buy their house ka provision, and they definitely used to drop it here. Like that, we arrange volunteers. Like my brother also lives in an apartment. My cousins live in an apartment. Jazz, I'm blessed with 2 boys, so their friends live in an apartment. So every apartment we had two coordinators. So by God's grace, we had hands full of provision, and we gave it to uh, old age home, orphanages, pet shelters. Every day we used to, like one of my very good well-wisher, he gave his hotel kitchen to us along with his chef.
Wow.
We had to just the provision, and we distributed 2,000 food packets every day for 90 days to homeless.
Again, great. And it's all because of the good deeds you've been doing. And ma'am, there was an article of your foundation in Global Indian Stories regarding your announcement of 100 tons of rice for relief measure to help daily wagers. Like, what all challenges did you came across while doing this?
I don't think so. We faced any challenge, because in during pandemic, it was hand in hand where everybody contributed. So we were collecting provision, everybody was supporting us, and there was a time when there was any birthday or there was any anniversary in the house, people used to call us and say that, we want to donate 100 kgs, we want to donate 50 kgs. And as I said, all my well-wishers were free. So if there was far off and all that, so they used to pick up the provision from our apartment or any apartment of their area. They used to pick up and they used to drop it to the old age home and orphanages and pet shelters. And then we joined hands with other organizations also. The best part was, it was not Born to Win or Sankalp or Swachh doing it. We all joined hands, and like Sankalp Beautiful World, they are more into cancer. So they were they do a lot for cancer patients. So during the pandemic, they tied up with Mars Chocolates. So currently we are distributing Mars Chocolates in 11 cities across India, and it's still continuing. So we joined hands with them as well. Then I have a very good friend. Her name is Anisha Nichani, and she's very hardworking, and she's into Swachh, a sanitary napkin. So we distributed about 30,000 sanitary napkins across Tamil Nadu, right from rural areas, and for this also in different areas. We gave it even to the government hospitals. We got appreciation letter from our health minister of Tamil Nadu, Dr. C. Vijay Bhaskar. He appreciated our efforts. So it was, combined efforts. So there was no point of hurdles and, nothing. I was about easily in about 17 WhatsApp groups coordinating. So, and my sons were home, so they were taking part of the technical and social media uploads and all that. Children are techie, and I was playing my role right in coordinating with all the things and which area, who needs food. Even we just didn't give it only to the underprivileged. There were many elderly people who were stuck in Chennai, and children were on abroad. So we made it a point to serve even breakfast and lunch for them, because elderly people, they never wanted dinner. So, or sometimes we were giving dinner, we were giving it, like dinner, lunch and dinner together at one time. And we never charged them. They did offer, but we didn't take it. So like that, about easily 40 to 50 elderly people, we were doing it for about 2 months.
That's again very nice. How you manage to have funds for the various welfare initiatives?
That's our USB. We collected only in kind. It's a zero funded initiative. It's a zero funded initiative. I told you, well, when it is traveling, my well-wishers came forward. They got their vehicles. So there was no point. We were collecting in every apartment. So it's a zero funded initiative. Especially during the pandemic, I myself, we all are so thankful. So I can say that, the world has lovely people.
Yeah.
That's my experience.
And currently, your foundation is based in Chennai. Like, what are your further plans or projects pertaining to COVID relief? Because we nothing, no, nothing can be anticipated, like when it would end or yeah.
The only word till date now, even I can tell you, middle class family, which it comes up to is paying their children's to school fees and food. Well known people, because where two people were earning in the house, one have lost their job, you know. So now there is a lot of requirement for food and paying children's fees. So we have a list of about 17 students who are looking forward, just to pay the fees. So we are getting all their details and all that. So let's see. We are putting out to the universe. So this is what we've always been doing. We always put out to the universe, and somehow or another, it is written, it happens. And we have a donate button in our website also. Anybody looking into it, if they want to donate, we'll give you all the details of the student. You can directly pay the fees, not a problem. But now currently we're looking out to pay the fees and provision till date. Another 3 months we are planning to provide provision even to quite a good middle class family. And it's still continuing, yes.
Yeah, that's great. So, ma'am, any further plans to make Born to Win a pan-India organization?
Yes. Global organization. We
That's
have now we have multiple many ambassadors across India, and in between these 5 years and in between now these 9 years, after Kiran Bedi ma'am felicitated them, they were invited by Indian Coast Guard, and they are the youngest to receive the crest from Indian Coast Guard, which is the highest accolade where Indian Coast Guard could give to a citizen. So they promised to support our initiative. So year on year, like last year, they sent the flight tickets of Andaman. My son went, and Coast Guard Wife Welfare Association have joined hands. So any initiative that we start here, that initiative is taken forward there. Like that, we have an ambassador in Kolkata. His name is Sarup Upal. They are also a mother and son duo. They are also replicating, they replicate the same initiative. Like that, we have multiple ambassadors in multiple states of India, as of now 7. So it's already it's going pan-India, yes.
That's again very great. Yeah. So thank you, ma'am, for this interview. It was great talking to you and understanding the work you are doing. If you know of any individual, a group of individuals, or any organization doing welfare work in your area and would like to get featured in our interview series, please reach out to us on the mail ID on the screen below. Thank you so much.